Yo, everybody, Zero Conver here for you with yet another weekly segmented recording benchmark video. If I could tell you how tired I am after the last end of event, it would be a lot. Very tired. And yet here we are at another video. For yet another week. Don't know what week it is. I think it's the 36th week of benchmark. I didn't really think it would have been that long, but it has. For a start. And I'm still thinking of what to draw. I'm thinking of the Iron Giant. I've never seen, but I was planning to see, but probably will not see for a long while because you know why not put it off? Because I'm more interested in currently watching Paranoia. Watching it for the last 3 days. Good. A lot. But when it comes down to it, watching new shows like Paranoia Agent or anything else, it takes up a lot of my time that I'm drawing. And as a result, I did in fact miss out on the deadline for the final animation. So working on the animation, I set it aside that I would start it today or something. But obviously, it was not really the case, as I'm doing now, and I've not worked on it, and my day was only 1 day off because I requested an additional day off so I could segment it into a 3-day weekend for Kenkole, which was very necessary. It was the only way I could have cleared the event, which I did clear the event. But yeah, things did not go according to plan. Somehow finished event. Last 8 minutes of the event. Last 8 minutes. In the last 8 minutes of the Kenkole event for winter 2022, I think it was. Third in the last 8 minutes. With next to no time to spare. Could have maybe put down 1 or 2 more runs. The second run would have been post-maintenance expected time, so would have been chance of cap bomb at any time, so... And let me tell you, it was only 1 run. It was only 1 run that got debossed. There were 3 runs in total. First run, I didn't make it because my Nelson got, hit the chew-out, which means she wouldn't be able to touch. I gave up that round. Very sensible play because it would have taken up another 5 minutes. Putting the 8 minutes to 3 minutes, or maybe even more, depending on how long Friends Fleet win or something. And then the second run I off-rooted. I literally... I looked at the radars. I said, yeah, this is 4 when it was 3. And I off-rooted. As a result, let me tell you, it was not fun. I lost that run too. So on the third run, the golden run, I said, basically, the culmination of our pure grit between this run and last run got us through. And we won that. And we won that. Finally, on the third run, because I was streaming for like 18 hours, 19, 20 hours of that entire last day. I should have streamed the entire 24 if you get me. But I was so tired. It's been a reoccurring thought to say I'm so tired when I was so tired. And then as a result, I just sleep. Even right now, I'm so very, very tired to be doing this. I kept putting it off, and now it's like 5:55. And I have to draw after this, so I have to put aside 20 minutes for post-editing, and then I gotta make the thumbnail, and then I gotta upload this, and then immediately after that I have like maybe 30 minutes free time. Then I gotta dedicate the last 2 hours to drawing my daily drawing, which will be the Iron Giant. It's gonna be a simple drawing today, probably, most likely. And then I gotta go to work again, because, I requested 3 days off in a row. It would be my regular 2 days off for my weekend, and then a third day off so that I could do the Kenkole event because Wednesday coincided with the last day of event. The right play to do. So, yeah. The good thing is I didn't have to skip out on another additional day of work the next day, because event ended 2 hours on 7 o'clock before 9:30. So there was ample time to go do my drawing, which I did, even though I was really tired from just streaming for 18 hours. I still did the drawing because every day you got to do the drawing. And the same day, same thing here, I got to do the drawing. Even though I woke up at 9 o'clock, I went to breakfast, and then I did Cancoli all day. I was in the process doing all my monthlies. I did 2-5, I did 1-5, I did 3-5, I did 4-5. I'm not going to do 5-5 because 5-5 is always terrible. It's a waste of resources in perspective to what you get, which is a single medal you will get for doing 1-5. You correlate the value of 1-5 to 5-5. Obviously, 1-5 is much more profitable, and it's the same outcome, one medal. Why would you ever want to do 5-5 unless time is the constraint that really pressures you? Which it's not, because it's right after the event. I frankly put, I'm not even going to do 5-5 unless a quest requires me to, because that place is mega hard, and honestly, it's a real pain on the resources, that of which I have little. I mean, I cleared event with 80,000, 87,000 fuel. It was good and all, but no, after that, I started getting ambitious, and then I used my remaining money to convert it into cruise and development mats. The next thing you know, I'm making Type 2 boats, and I'm making Type 2 foreigns for the new Key 102B. To make a new Key 102B, I only got like 1/3 of the way there before realizing, god dang, this takes an absurd amount of screws. This takes an absurd amount of development mats. This takes an absurd amount of everything, including bauxite, which is always a sore spot with me. So I said, you know what, this isn't really worth it. This isn't working out. I slated it off the menu. I'm saying I'm gonna maybe do it in the future, just in the long-term future. I'll work towards the 102B, and I'll keep it the 102. Because the whole point of the 102B is the current upgrade quest makes you lose the 3 stars you would get on it. And it's an unupgradable plane at the moment. So, it's more reasonable to make another entirely new 102B and upgrade that instead. It's more efficient, but it's not resource efficient. It's damage-wise efficient. I gotta tell you, the resource sinks. The resource sinks in this game sometimes in Cancoli. It's absurd, man. I'm fighting tooth and nail just to survive sometimes. And you know, it's just only recently that I've gotten to the point where I have enough, you know, blueprints, medals to even afford every ship girl. And now I have to consider duplicates. The first thing on the docket is probably a new Nagamute. I've already had quite a few duplicates in my time. Yeah, you know. But they haven't really helped me out, especially the Saratoga duplicate that I have. I barely use her. It's really weird to use her in the first place. Even though she has nighttime capabilities, I never used her anywhere. PvB version. I'm using it somewhere, but I mean, it would just be fine if I just kept both. But you know, it's the price you pay for progress. If anything, you should be more focusing on the Nagamutsus than anything. I do have the resources for it, but what remains to be seen is the levels required to meet those stretch goals. After that, I have to work on... I'm currently working on making 2 new German bombers, the T-102B. I already hit my stretch goal for the AP shell, but you know, I gotta make maybe an armed Daihatsu at some point. Not really looking forward to that. It sounds like a pain. After that, I have to work on my torpedoes. Really putting that to the back of the list. I've never really had a problem with torpedoes for the most part. Going down the line, I might have to work on it some. So I have barely any torpedoes worth mentioning. I also gotta work on my 51 centimeters. 51 centimeters is a major pressing point. You know, I really gotta level up my 50. Which is why I've been working on I changed my AP shell development formula to a 46 centimeter development formula, and that's been working out well. It's been making major progress. I've been really put in the dent into the amount of 46 centimeters required to make a full 51 centimeter, I would have to portray the total, foray into it to be like maybe 6 months, a year out into the future where I'll finally have enough 46 centimeters. Maybe I can already afford it. Who knows? I haven't ran the numbers yet, so I don't know how many 46 centimeters is required. I could probably make at least one 51 centimeter maxed out. Whether it's Proto or the Ultra, that remains to be. Have not run the numbers. Thinking of the long game here. I'm thinking of the long game. The real long game would be total redevelopment of the Destroyer Corpse, but I don't know if I want to do that soon. But yeah. When it comes down to the animation, I really should have been working on it, but I kept procrastinating because I'm so tired from the event. I just want some time to myself. I want to enjoy a good anime like Paranoia Agent. I just want to have a good time. But, no rest for the wicked. They always say. Have to work every day. Once I'm done with my monthlies, I don't have to do much in Kenkole aside from my dailies. I'll probably have to go on to doing my annuals. I have not done my annuals. I have not done my quarterlies. I'll have to... There's a few one-time quests that I have not done yet that are probably doable. And then I gotta get Uranami Takaini, and that's gonna be like a 2-month foray because she's only level 30. Unless I put her into 4-4, then it might be less, maybe like 1. I have been running 4-4 consistently, so that's a good part. But yeah. Progress is slow but sure. Nothing has decidedly set me back on the overall. Everything's been going well. I'm just really been tired recently. Putting my drawing all the way to the last 2 hours like I usually do has always shown itself to be a very stressful situation, to say the least. I've been trying to work on it. Last week, yesterday, I drew a drawing, and I drew most of it at work so that I could, finalize it at home. But the finalization process, for some reason, took up 3 hours. The sketching took up 1 hour to 2 hours. So it was a 5-hour drawing in total, and I was like, yo. I thought this would be easier, not harder. But, yeah. It's something. Maybe I should have went for a non-full body. That's probably not what I'm gonna... Probably not gonna do a full body for this drawing. Because I need some time to rest. And I gotta work on this animation. This animation, I've slated it for completion this week. I don't know if that's gonna be doable. It depends if I actually draw at work or not. It entirely depends if I draw at work or not. And then I dedicate the rest of my free time at home to animation. I could make a simplified version, yeah, but I don't really want to do that. Who knows? We'll see when we get there. But yeah. Anyway, last week I drew Hiroshi Arakawa from Taxi. I told you guys why I like the premise of the story. Probably watch it later. Right now I'm watching Paranoia, but it does interest me. Effect Mogeko. I think it's cute. Meager Notion. I should have... I procrastinated again, and I started drawing. I drew an entirely... No, I drew an entirely... original drawing from a side profile, and as a result, it doesn't even look that good. But, if you're not gonna tackle it, you're not gonna get better at it. And then on March 31st, within the last 8 minutes, I cleared the event. These are the qualifying pictures. Pretty good time. Sonar Fairy is what I drew in the middle of the stream. During like the 5 hours of the stream, I drew it like hastily in between runs. Keep myself non-tilted. It was a very good tactic. Kept me in the game, honestly, kept me focused for the most part. Helped me win a few times. Earnestly speaking, it was a very good time. It's a very good draw. It's a very simplistic drawing, but I like it. For April Fools, I didn't have enough time. I was really tired from the event. I didn't even feel like tackling something very exceptionally hard, so I just drew Among Us Girl. I completely forgot I drew Fall Guys Girl like 2 to 3 months ago. If I drew Fall Guys Girl twice in a row, it would have been not the greatest thought, if you ask me. I was doing some drawings from Nice Tack because, you know, I was looking at his art again recently. I've looked at his art before, and that's what inspired me to draw, you know, this version. Nice Tack's version of Racing. Really well known for it. But, yeah, I got into the habit of drawing his characters. So I drew Moko from his version, and then I drew Sanae, which is way more stylized from his version, with the star eyes. That was fun. That was fun. I had little time because I was tired. And then I dedicated a whole 6 hours to drawing this, a full body portrait of you know, the butler from Paranoia Agent, because I'm really enjoying the show so far. Let me tell you, didn't really need to, and also it's a guy, so it shouldn't have been so hard. But then when it came down to it, 7 hours had passed that I should have been dedicating to, you know, doing the animation, but I didn't. No, it's always stressful. It's always stressful. It's always like, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. But then I get around to doing it. I get around to not doing it. I get around to not doing it, and then I get around to procrastinating, and then I set it aside to drawing, or I set it aside to poker, or I set it aside to doing anything else, really. Which is why I don't really like doing the monthly animation, which is why I discontinued, basically. And then finally, yesterday, I drew Rabbit Girl from, you know, the Bamboo song, Bamboo Rishi song. It was a pretty nice song. Pretty nice song. I liked it. It's clearly a mad of a different age. It was made last year, so I don't know what the heck I'm saying. This is the song. This is the drawing that I finalized. I rough drafted at work, and then I finalized at home for 3 hours. Why did it take me so long to rough draft? I think it was because there's a red line. There's a red piece of string to hold your place. And it's normally placed in the middle of the book because I never frickin' use it. So I was drawing over the red line the entire time I was drawing this drawing. And I didn't realize it until like near the very end. As a result, I kept getting into these bumps and curves that completely put off my finalization process, setting me back by like 2 hours because I kept having to redraw it, even though it's a simple drawing. I have no idea what was going on. But yeah, there's a lot more. There's like 3 full bodies, 4, 5 full bodies from last week's. And you know, the weird thing about this set is that they're all tilting off to the side and looking forward. I wasn't even planning to do that way. It's when I got stressed on the time crunch, I basically straight up defaulted to this pose. It's really weird why I did that. I don't know why I did that, but I defaulted to this kind of pose 3 times in a row over 3 completely different looking characters. It was really weird. They're all original drawings, loosely based on. This is more of this is more of original drawing. Original drawing, original drawing, original drawing, original drawing. A lot of original drawings. This is a study. This is original drawing. Original. There's like mostly original drawings this week. That's because I'm procrastinating on doing the animation for the most part as well, so it remains to be seen whether I'm making actual progress. But at least I'm keeping up to the standard. You know, keeping up to the standards doing these videos. But yeah, it was a pretty progressive week. A lot of original drawings, a lot of decently made drawings, but you know, I really got to work on the animation. If anything, that should be what I should be focusing on. Not really as much the drawing. I'll either get it out this week or next week. Because I only have one day off this week, I'm thinking next week will probably be the week I finish it, even though I said I would finish it this week. The overall consensus is I'm probably going to procrastinate again. Because I keep playing poker. I'm still playing poker. I'm always 200 points away from getting the promotion. And when I get close, I get really close, and then I just demote 200 points in a row, and it's frustrating. It keeps happening. Self-fulfilling downward spiral. But yeah, basically how it's been going. It's been going for the most part. I gotta really work on the animation, but we'll see if that actually happens. But anyway, this has been Serial Convert here for you. Yet another video. Follow or subscribe or like video for more content going forward. And until next time or something, well, next time. Thanks so much for watching.